This is my solution for when. There we go. Good evening, everyone, and thank you for coming out this evening. Despite all the cold and everything and all the weather we've been dealing with lately, it really means a lot to see you here tonight. I tell you what, the preparation for this concert and the adversity that this group faces, they're actually every day in band. They're actually where you guys are out in the house, and it's all spread out and making music, and to come up on stage and do it safely and in a way that we can make music, it's always worth it. It's always worth it. They've done such a fantastic job. So let's hear them. We'll hear it once again for everything that they've done here on stage. So a couple of things that I feel like since the end of last year, I've been, trying to get caught up with everything that's been going on. It really hurt to not have a third trimester last year, and there was a lot of things that I had planned for the end of the year that was like maybe like two years of backup. And one of those things that I would like to take care of tonight is varsity letters. So, varsity letters, the past couple of years with transitions that's going on in the pandemic and everything, varsity letters have been given out and will also be mailed to last year's seniors and to any other student that currently is not enrolled in band but that earned a varsity letter. I'm going to quickly go through the list of varsity letters. And before we do this, I want to acknowledge some student helpers that have helped with this process. It is a big process getting all these varsity letters passed out, labeled, make sure all the bars are there and everything. Soraya Clayton was a big help right here. Soraya. Ethan Fenton, baritone. Taylor Brady in flute. Michael Biddle as well in percussion. Okay, who am I forgetting? I did not write these down. I got them. Sweet. Okay. So without further ado, I would like to start with this year's sophomore class. These are students that have earned varsity letter, and they can just go ahead and stand when I call your name, and we'll hold applause at the very end. So I'm going to quickly go through this. Taylor Drost, Bree Hunt, Allie Nolan, Andrew Otto, Dylan Paetzel, and Peyton Snyder. Let's hear it for the sophomores. Okay, thank you, sophomores. So next we have the junior class. These are students that have either already received a letter or they've just getting a letter or getting a bar on top of that. So Sage Adam is getting a bar and a letter. Logan Karamaza is getting a letter. Emma Dawson is getting a letter and a bar. Autumn Durande is getting a letter and a bar. Jenna Durande is getting a letter. Kirsten DeWeese is getting a letter. Abby Drost is getting a letter and 2 bars. Andrew Drost is getting a letter and a bar. Sam Dykstra is getting a letter. Andrew Holes is getting a letter and a bar. Marissa Katko is getting a letter and a bar. Mina Kim is getting a letter and a bar. Tate Canute is getting a letter. Aubrey Poole is getting a letter. Joe Cutts is getting a letter. William Leonard is getting a letter and a bar. Allison Maxwell is getting a letter and a bar. Ashlyn McDougall is getting a letter and a bar. Aaron Scholes is getting a letter and a bar. Lily Vernoy is getting a letter and a bar. Sierra Williams is getting a letter and a bar. And Aaron Wilson is getting a letter and a bar. That is everyone for this year's junior class. Thank you, juniors. And finally, we have the senior class. And if these students can please rise as I call their name. Soraya Clayton is getting a letter and 2 bars. Ethan Cook, a letter and 2 bars. Henrik Debe, a letter and a bar. Another bar. Yeah, there we go. Okay, Maddie Haynes will be getting a letter and 2 bars. Hayden Hopper, a letter and 2 bars. Alex McCombs, a letter and a bar. Vlad Munger will be getting 2 additional bars. He had his varsity letter. Cecilia Nicholas, a letter and a bar. 2 bars, letter and 2 bars. Teal Pose, a letter and a bar. Alexis Sidebottom, a letter and 2 bars. Lindy Slocum, a letter and 2 bars. Dakota Smith, a letter and a bar. Addie Teeter, a letter and a bar. Preston Van Engelhoven, a letter and 2 bars. Did I get all the seniors? Oh, Mackenzie Hicks. I'm sorry. Mackenzie's right here. Mackenzie Hicks will be getting a letter and 2 bars. And that's the senior class. And at the end of the year, they get more, including freshmen. So this makes up for the last couple of years, and I wanted to make sure to do this. So, moving on, it was by popular request from last year, again, kind of catching up from last year. This was supposed to happen third trimester, but we're going to play some Star Wars for you. So this is going to be from episodes 1 and 2. We're going to be playing 2 movements. So if you please hold your applause until both movements are played. First movement is from the movie Phantom Menace, so episode 1. And this is Duel of Fates. And then the second movement we're going to play is from episode 2, and it's called Across the Stars. This is Star Wars Epic Suite Part 1.